Okay, I've gone ahead and opened up the border sheet template file that we just modified, and I'm going to go ahead and delete. I actually already have deleted the border, so let's go ahead and lock that border sheet. And actually, no, let's not. Let's go down here and zoom up and put in the new part that we're going to be working on. So I'm going to go back to text here, annotate, and I'm going to, before I do that, I'm just going to double click on this guy right here. And it should open up my text. And in this part I'm going to work on now is part 20. So let's get part 20 started and move on to the next one. Okay, so we got that. We'll zoom out to extents. And what I'm going to do now is lock that layer and go ahead and get on to the Ortho Parts. And we're going to draw this very similar to how we did it last time. So we just zoom out here. And I'm going to go get my line command. And I'll just come over here and find the midpoint, because it should still have all the same object snaps put together. I hit the escape button, come up here to the midpoint on this, go back to hit my tab space bar to go ahead and relaunch the draw line command. And that looks pretty good. And now what I'm going to do is go to find our offset command. And I'm going to key in, it says select an object to offset, so I'm going to let's see here, find this layer here. Is that layer? Oh, I actually unlocked the layer, my bad. Unlock that. Okay, let's try this again. Select the one I'm going to offset. There it is. We'll hit offset, and we're going to offset this 1 inch. Okay, and I'll do the same thing up here. 1 inch. I'll do the same thing right here, and we'll go 1 inch, and we'll do this one here. I'll grab that again. Oh, I got to give it a distance. I said 1 inch. I actually exited the command, so let me start this again. Space bar, and okay, offsets. Okay, give it a specify an offset distance. We're going to say 1 inch. I'm going to grab this guy here, move it over 1 inch. Well, try that again. There we go. We're going to try this again. Hold on, hit the space bar. We'll grab specify an offset distance, say 1 inch. Grab this guy right here and click OK. Finally, I guess the fourth time's the charm, as they say. So we'll go get our erase command, because we don't need those two center lines here. So we'll just come up here and just hold our mouse down and get both of those, hit space bar and accept that. Now we'll go get our trusty trim command, and we're just going to go and trim these two here. I'm just going to drag up, take them out. Okay, that's cleaned up. Let's go ahead and save our file so we don't forget anything. Now let's go back over here and look at part 20 and see what we got to do. It's a very simple part, so it's basically like a big U. So we're just going to go ahead and draw that big U. We're going to draw it accurately. Okay, so we see that the height is 2.5 inches, so half of 2.5 is 1 1/4. So let's start on that and get that knocked out. Okay. So we'll go back up here, and we'll come over here and we'll get our offset command, and we're going to say 1 1/4. Select the object to offset. I'm going to key in 1.25. Okay, that's good. And what we will do now is we will go and check. Oh, we know that it's 4 inches across, so we just need to do another offset. So we'll grab that offset command, and we'll select this object here, and we're going to come over 2 inches, and we'll come up here and do the same thing for this one, except all I'm going to do in this one, instead of specify a distance, is just click on the 2 I've already extended. We'll stop for now. I got a phone call. Okay, let's take a look at the original drawing. We've already got this one part here drawn 4 inches across, this side of it. 2.5 is the height, so half of 2.5 is 1 1/4. Let's go make sure we're right on that. Yeah, we already got that drawn in as well. What we could do is we could come over here and place a line. Let's go back to draw. And what we'll do is we'll snap onto the end of this line right here and just extend across just by touching it. And AutoCAD will then snap on the one to the other side over there, and we'll just draw a line out to here. Okay, and I'll make sure I stay on that plane. There we go. Okay, so there's that line there. Now we'll come back and copy this over, and the reason I did that is if you come up here and look, this says 1.5 inches, which is 0.75. We're going to go ahead and do the 0.75 over here and 0.75 over there. So let's go back to our AutoCAD drawing. So let's do a quick offset. So we'll go back to modify, do the offset, and we'll select this line right here, and we're going to say 0.75. Okay, and we'll come over here and we'll select this line right here, come over 0.75 as well. All right, so we got those guys in there. So let's go ahead and hit our space bar to get out of that command, and we'll go get our friend the trim command, and we're going to trim up some stuff here. Okay, let's kind of pan this up here, zoom up a little bit, and I'm just going to start right here. Let's go ahead and get out of that, get that out of the way, and we're just going to start trimming from like right here down to there. We'll cut across, and we'll come up this way, almost like a big circle, because we're going to leave this one for that's just our anchor point for drawing our ISO. All right, so let's go back and look at the hand drawing. Okay, so we get these two lines coming down here. Now they're 1 inch off this and 1 inch off that side, so that'd be a 1/2 inch. Let's go do that real quick. Get the offset here, and it says select object to offset. Come over here and I'll say 0.5. Okay, I'm going to hit escape, hit my space bar again to repeat the command. I'll select that object, come over here. It says specify an offset distance. I'll say 0.5. Okay, I'll grab him, and there he is, 0.5. Okay, good. So we've got that drawn. Now let's go back and check our drawing again. And now we've got, it says 1.5 inches. Now we know how to do this. Okay, that's going to be 0.75. So we're going to draw a line 0.75, then I'm going to change it to a hidden line because we don't see that line. And then we're going to use that plus this up here as a basis for drawing these extension lines into getting the front of a part taken care of. So let's go back over here real quick, and we're going to go ahead and get our line command right here. And oh, actually, we don't even have to do that. We can just come over here and do the offset. So we're going to grab, it says select object to offset. That's him right there. And we're going to say 0.75. Okay, so that went up kind of high. Let's double check we got our height right. Something doesn't look right on this. That doesn't look right. Let's check the measurement of this one right here. So let's go back. Oh, it doesn't look right. So we'll go back over to annotate and go back over here to measure, and we're going to select on this one right here. Actually, there's another way to do it because that's kind of confusing. We're going to select this line here, and we're going to go to properties, and it says 1.25. So that does look correct. Let's go back and double check it again. Yeah, 1.25 is half of that. This says 1.5 here. Well, oh, it's not 0.75. I thought it was. Yeah, it should be 0.75. Okay, we're gonna go check this back again, and okay, that's 1.25. That's correct. So 0.75. Let's double check that measurement again. Okay, 1.5 is 0.75. I didn't draw it right. Hit escape. Select this guy here, and we'll hit delete, and I'm going to get a measurement on this guy too as well. Come over here to this line, that point right there, 0.75 across. Okay, so get the properties on this one, click him, go to properties, and his height is wrong. We did this wrong. Okay, it says 1.25. Let's go check that again. No, that is correct. Something's not right about this. So half of 1.5 is 1.25. Okay, 1 1/4. Okay, so that should not be, that's a wrong dimension right there. I got to fix that. Okay, I know what to do. So we had a wrong dimension on this. I have to go back and correct that file. That actually should be 1 1/4. That's what's throwing me off. All right, good. We found that out. Got to correct my drawing. Okay, so we'll do offset here. We'll come over here and we're going to select. Let me get out of that. Okay, we'll hit that again. We're going to select. We're going to set an offset distance of 0.625, which is 5/8. And I'm going to select this guy right here and come up. Now that looks a lot better. Oh goodness, I was so mixed up on that. So hit escape. We're going to grab this in properties. We're going to come over here to line type where it's continuous. We're going to go down and say hidden. Okay, so there it is. I hit escape and there's the hidden line for that. Now this is where it gets fun. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here and we're going to go and we're going to create a new line here. We're going to say, of course, it's continuous. That's good. And I'm just going to kind of hover over this and I'll get my green axis line coming over here. I'm going to go from about here over to, well, let's see here. Make sure I'm sticking on that. There we go. I'll draw me a line there. Okay, so I've got that drawn in and that looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up to roll out here a little bit, and I'm going to reference again off this up here with a new line. So let's roll up a little bit on this so we can see it. Okay, let's grab on that. Get that line coming down here, and I'll just come down here straight down, and that's good. Whoops. Zoom up, click on that. Okay, it's good. Whoops, thought I had it. Come right here in this one part of the up to that 90 degrees. There we go. Okay, hit escape and we're going to come out, roll out a little bit. There we go. And we'll come off this one as well. We'll go get another line. Select on that, click on that, that's good. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now we'll go back to our trim command and modify, hit the trim. I always want to call it scissors from now on. I'm going to take that out, we'll zoom up on this, and we'll take care of that. Now let's do zoom to extents. And we'll roll out just a little bit so we can see this. Oh, we've done a pretty good job there. Yeah, the thing that happens on this thing right here, let's go back and look at that. I needed someone to check that drawing. Instead of being 1 1/2, it should have been 1 1/4. So I need to go back and correct that drawing so that this is right. So looks pretty good right now, and we're going to go ahead and go back over here and save our file and stop. Okay. Seeing where we are right now, we've got our top, our front, and our right view drawn. It's a very simple part, but it's a lot simpler when you know the actual dimension you got wrong, so I'll have to fix that for my paper drawing. But now we're going to draw the isometric. So let's go to layers. Let's go ahead and select the isometric layer, double click it, come up here and lock the ortho part layer, and let's unlock this guy here so we can start doing this. Okay, again, we put that one line in right here, so that would be our starting point. That's based off of a 2 inches gap between each of the top, front, right, and ISO views. So we'll go ahead and start with this, and we're going to come over here and just let it snap to this point here. We're going to come out 2 inches, excuse me, 2, not 20, hit the tab key and go 30 degrees. Okay, now we're going to go 0.75, tab, 30 degrees. Okay, and then now we're going to go, let's say, I think it's 1 1/2, no, excuse me, 1 1/4. So I'm going to say 1.25, tab, 90 degrees. Okay, and we can just kind of keep going that direction if we want. So we're going to go now 0.75. And just keep running that down, and we're going to go at, let's see what we're going to go at. I'll tell you what, we're not going to do that. Let's hit escape. We're going to use the old copy command. So we'll come back over here to modify. I'm going to go get the copy. And what we're going to do is we're going to select this guy here. Okay. And it says now accept that. And then I'm going to come down here and select a start point. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go up here to this guy right there. Okay. And we're going to come down here and select, let's hit the space bar again to recall that command. We're going to grab this guy here, accept it. We're going to get our start point. We're going to come up here, snap here, and we're going to snap there. Now, hit escape. We're going to come over here and hit the space bar again. We're going to grab this one line there, accept it, get a start point here, start point there, and we'll come over here and get a start point back there. All right, so now we've got all those put in there. All we have to do now is to copy this guy right here over. So before I do that, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to hit the copy again. And I'm going to grab this vertical right there. Oops, I can grab it there. Okay, I'll accept that. I'll get my start point here. And I'm going to come up 0.5. Okay. And then I'm going to escape. I'm going to come back over here at my spacebar again. I'm going to grab this line right there, accept it, get my start point here. I'm going to come down at 0.5. Okay, good. So I've got those in there. So we'll go get our good friend, the copy command. And we're going to go and we're going to copy, let's see here. We'll start with this guy right there. Accept him, get us a start point. We know where we're going right there. Come back up here. Go right there. Okay, it's good. So now what we need to do is let's go look at our original drawing. And we know that that's 5/8 of an inch, not 3/4 of an inch. So we'll go back over here and we'll hit our good friend, the copy command again. And we're going to copy that, hit the accept that. So we're going to come over here and we're just going to go to this point here and we're going to go up 0.625. Okay, so it puts that right there, and we'll accept that. Actually, let's go over here and do it from here too. So I'm going to come up here, 0.625. Okay, and we've got that there where we want it. Let's go ahead and hit escape. Now what we're going to do is just going to go get the place line command real quick, and we're going to draw that diagonal across to right there. All right, good. Okay, and now the old saying goes, connecting the dots. We're going to go over here and grab this guy, go straight down there, and we'll come all the way over here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we got some cleaning up to do, but that's no biggie. We'll take care of that. So let's zoom up on that, and before we go too far there, let's go ahead and save our file. All right, back to modify, back to our scissor tool. Actually, it's the trim tool. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. We'll slide over here, get rid of him. We'll slide over here and get rid of that one as well. And we don't need to see that. I don't know why I put that there. Okay, let's come over and get rid of this and this. And we'll zoom up on these and get these two out of here. Okay, good. So zoom to extents. And looks like we got our ISO drawn correctly. So what we need to do now, though, is we need to go ahead and go back up here to Ortho Parts, unlock it. We'll go ahead and hit our erase command. And let's erase this one line right here we don't need. Good. Hit enter. Got it in enter. Let's do that erase again. Erase objects. Okay. We'll confirm that. Well, I guess I didn't get him out of there. Well, there's another way of doing it. Selecting, hit the delete key, it's gone. Wow, it's not gone. Yeah, okay, finally. Okay, it's all out of there. So that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and save what we got right now, and we'll probably go into another video. This is kind of long. And we'll come back in the second video and we'll do the dimensioning and plot it out.